Hello there, YouTube world. Well, tonight I'd like to talk about, Bill O'Reilly forced to resign from Fox News, and the left-wing terrorist group known as the Democrat Party, pretty much played their hand and got Bill O'Reilly to resign off of a allegation of sexual harassment. Now, while I look at this, kind of both parties won in this case right here, just to say this, The ladies who filed this so-called sexual harassment lawsuit against Bill O'Reilly, they got a settlement. Then when Bill O'Reilly resigned, he resigned with a good, I think, like $20 million severance pay. So Bill O'Reilly made out pretty good on the deal too. He's getting more money off Fox News, I understand. But what concerns me, because I read articles and stuff that the libtards, the left-wing groups, the libtard liberal terrorist party, the Democrats, are declaring war on the conservative media because they believe Fox News and President Obama blames people like Bill O'Reilly, Sheen Hannity, and a few other people for losing the election in 2016. Because the terrorist group known as the Democrat Party are still butthurt about that. Yes, I will call the liberals a terrorist. The liberal Democrats, nothing but terrorists. I've already talked about that, But they're playing their tactics, which declaring war on conservative media, because I also read another article, that Sheen Hannity is next. And that concerns me a little bit, I'm not a big fan of Fox News, but it's one of those few conservative news shows that we can watch, And Fox News does have high ratings, like it or not. You understand Bill O'Reilly gets like, on the O'Reilly Factor, he's getting like 3 million views on his episode, something like that, That's pretty impressive, And I'm pretty sure Sheen Hannity is up there. Now, I do admit, compared to Bill O'Reilly, Sheen Hannity, I like Hannity a lot better than Bill O'Reilly. But he's a conservative, which I don't agree with a lot of Bill O'Reilly's viewpoints and stuff. But he's conservative just like me. But where it gets me, what kind of burns my ass about, all the libtard media, like MSNBC and all them, that went after Bill O'Reilly, finally got him to resign, and they was really pissed with these so-called racist remarks about that other libtard, I say the supreme libtard, Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters is stupid and a fucking idiot. But let's move on from that, Claiming that Bill O'Reilly says, claiming that Maxine Waters' hair looks like some, who knows, like some famous singer, And I'm thinking, and the libtard media saying it's racist. The man that Bill O'Reilly gets fired for those comments, shit like that towards Maxine Waters. But Maxine Waters is an idiot. Now I forgot who she compared her hair to, but some famous black singer, I would say. Fuck, forgot his name. Oh well, that don't matter right now. But it is so funny. They're just claiming racist at Bill O'Reilly for that, like there's nothing racist about those remarks. The remarks he made about Maxine Waters' hair looked like, was it not Rich Little? I can't remember this guy's name, but whatever, one of those famous R&B singers, I'd say, And I thought this is so stupid, but then again, it is liberal idiocy, is what they're doing, They went after Bill O'Reilly on that one. They didn't quite succeed, but with the sexual harassment, the so-called sexual harassment scandals that Bill O'Reilly so-called committed, so-called sexually harassed a few females, got him there, got him resigned. But then again, they had a little victory. But Bill O'Reilly got his little victory with the $20 million severance pay, plus he's getting more money for Fox News. And trust me, Bill O'Reilly is not done. He will bounce back from this. He will have his own news show, perhaps his own channel pretty soon. He might create his own YouTube channel, which I'm pretty sure that'd be successful. Or he might create his own network, on cable, some cable news channels, put it that way. We might have the Bill O'Reilly network, That'd be kind of cool, don't you think? But, I just can't get over the fact, that the terrorist, the liberal terrorist, went after Bill O'Reilly and finally won. Yet, Bill O'Reilly won in a way too. But what burns my ass, I read all these articles, like these left-wing guys, all these guys out there, they're Democrats. They're on the Democrat Party. and they're getting accused of sexual harassment all the damn time. Yet they don't say shit about that. They don't say nothing about that. It's so biased, the media nowadays. So fucking biased. It's so prejudiced in a lot of ways. I will say it too. Left wing media is prejudiced in a lot of ways against conservatives because how can, a guy who's a reporter has to be a liberal Democrat get accused of sexual harassment or any kind of sexual misconduct whatsoever? They'll get a pass on that. But Bill O'Reilly, he gets accused of sexual harassment. I'm sorry, and yet you libtards will raise hell over that. Demanded he resign. It's like there's no fair play. It's very biased. The media, very biased. It goes back a few years ago when that other retard, the libtard, Melissa Harris Perry, made those racist comments towards Mitt Romney's grandson, because he's black too. He's a little African American kid, I would say that. But she made racist comments towards him, yet they didn't raise no fuss over that one. They did. But Melissa Harris Perry was a conservative, they'd be raising hell over that. It goes to show you that the liberal biased media, the liberal terrorist groups, nothing more hypocrites. They contradict themselves all the fucking time. All the fucking time. It's like they do something, it's okay. We do something, it's not okay. It could be on the same level. But we do it, it's wrong. They do it, it's right. And I call liberal terrorists because what they are. Liberals, nothing more but terrorists. That's all they are. But before I close this out, I wish I could send the word to Sheen Hannity to wash himself carefully. Because what I read, they're going after him next. Now I'm pretty sure Sheen Hannity has high ratings as well, and I hope he gets I hope he's getting like 3 million plus views a day every time he had his TV show on. I know he's very popular. He has his own Facebook page, his own Twitter account, and everything else. So I like to say to Sheen Hannity that you need to be careful. Sheen Hannity needs to be careful because the libtards are going after him next, I believe. They're going after him hardcore because the liberals wants to shut down the conservative media all the way because they blame the conservative media like Bill O'Reilly, Sheen Hannity, and I think Rush Limbaugh and a few others for losing in 2016. Yet they will not look in the mirror and blame themselves for choosing that awful candidate, Hillary Clinton, as a front runner. That was a big mistake on their part. But I already said that in the past, so enough on that. But they're still pissed at this, so they're going after conservative media, who their main target is white working class in America. I'll say it again, their audience is mostly white working class Americans, because we're smart and we know better. Because I'm a white working class Americans, and we're smart, we know better. We know not to trust the liberal news, the liberal biased, prejudiced news. We know better. But unfortunately, we got millions of Americans, and not as smart as we are. They're like little zombies, little sheep, we'll follow them wherever they go. Will not call out any other liberal whatsoever. They do it, it's okay. We do it, it's not okay. But enough on that. We need to save the conservative media, And I'm afraid Fox News is going to be liberal. And I don't want it to happen. It does not need to happen. But I'm afraid it's going to happen. Libtards are going to try to turn Fox News into a liberal network. If Fox News goes liberal, I say boycott it, don't watch them, and let them fall big time. And trust me, we'll bounce back on this one, okay? Because the little people like us, the white working class, we need our own news network. We're starting our own news. We're starting our own media. We're starting our own news channels, and that's what we should do. Thank God for Next News Network. Thank God for Not Fake News. Those type of news network, And I'm sure there's a few mothers out there, Rush Limbaugh, in a way, okay, thank God for Rush Limbaugh. I'm not a big fan of Rush Limbaugh, but thank God for people like him, too. So the conservative media, we need to keep it going. We need to keep it going big time. Get the truth out there, okay? Tell the damn truth. Expose the liberal media, the fraud that they are. Expose the liberal Democrats, the fraud, how crooked they are, how much of a terrorist group they are, and expose George Soros as the criminal that he is. You know, I would love to see George Soros do prison time, because George Soros is a liberal Democrat who's responsible for the majority of the riots going on in the United States, and the terrorists that's going on, all the terrorism going on in the United States. Because the liberals, the liberal Democrats, are nothing more than a terrorist organization. To me, they're no better than ISIS. So I say this to all my fellow conservatives out there. We do everything we can to save the conservative media, because we cannot let the libtards, the liberal terrorists, shut us down. They want to silence us, and we need to fight back. Well, thank you for watching, YouTube world. Have a good day. God bless you, and bye. 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 Excuse me. Let me shut this off. New camera. I'm sorry.